Hello, toy fans and collectors everywhere. Welcome back. For today's episode, I thought I would make a quick video of all of the things that I gathered for my vacation toy haul. With Wondar and Grizzlor, I got those at 80s Toys in Princeton, West Virginia. Back here, the Dick Tracy and the Lex Luthor right there. In one of my past videos, I showed that those are the figures that I picked up from Player's Choice. Moving from left to right, you see Ripper down here on that motorcycle, basically from him all the way around, and we will show that right now. All those guys I got from House of Heroes, including this Star Wars Episode 1 weapon pack here, as well as that Hobbit figure. Next to him there's a Spock figure in there. My girlfriend got me the world's smallest G.I. Joe right there. And then in front of the Hobbit and the Star Wars pack there's some original Joes that were broken. I just bought them for cheap so I could put them back together because I know how to repair them. And then in front of us here we've got Kamakura version 1 and Lady J version 4, both from 2003 Spy Troops era. And moving over to the right here we got a old school Sergeant Savage figure and a Leonard Core figure. All these figures on the right here, these are also from House of Heroes. The two on the end here, those are actually customs. I have not been able to identify them. If there is anybody who can identify those, please leave me a comment down below. As we move out here, these figures, as well as this weapon pack here, this was all from a step back in time. So that's what we have so far. Almost forgot to show these two. I picked these two up at 80s Toy Shop in Princeton, West Virginia. Really enjoy those guys as well. Old school TMNT. Gotta love it. Here is what I picked up from Power Comics, also in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Let me get a close-up view of this for you. All of these figures I purchased at a very reasonable price. As you can see, some of the Build-A-Figure pieces are missing in these Marvel Legends, so I got a very good price on them. They're not very popular, but I have some ideas for them for my Masters of the Universe setup that's going to be coming up soon. If any of you are interested in that, stay tuned to the channel. This last guy here I picked up at the Ripley's Aquarium. I thought this would go well with my Masters of the Universe setup that's coming up in the future. There was just one more thing that I wanted to talk about before the video ends, but before we do that, we have to get rid of all this to talk about this. The Star Ears base from the old 1980s toy line, Star Ears, and I've never seen it before, and I thought it would be an awesome addition to my G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch collection. That's definitely going to go to Cobra. And another action feature that we have is this door down on the bottom here, button on the back here that will release this door. But a very cool action feature that's also part of this base is if you push this button right here, it pops out. This piece pops out. And as you can see, it still works. It's really cool. You can move the mouth up and down like that with this little lever on the back. And then with this button here, push that down. This little door opens. It's like 40 years later and these things still work just as well as they did when they first made them. If you look at this back piece, that's part of the Cobra. If you turn it around, go to this back part here, apply a small amount of pressure there. Yeah, you'll hear that little popping. It's not breaking, you're just opening the door there. As you can see, it's a little difficult to do with one hand, but I managed it. As you open it up, you have a little base inside of here. It's really cool. It's got this little scorpion drone you can take out, and the inside of it looks really good. Everything is really nice looking in there. Just wanted to say that as a Masters of the Universe Origins collector, it was really awesome to be able to find both of these out in the wild, in person. When these first came out and were for sale on Mattel Creations, I missed out on them. I didn't have an account at that time, and I wasn't as dialed in, I guess, as I am now, and I missed them. And I never thought that I would ever find them in person. And the fact that I found not one but both of them together while I was on vacation, that was just an awesome highlight to the vacation. And of course, we also have the Grail item that I wanted to show. That's one of them. Save the best for last. This is the Grail item that I was talking about. Titans Return Fortress Maximus from the Transformers Generation Series 2011 original. I've never seen this in person. It was the first time, and I had to get it. I love the Transformers, and obviously I always wanted Fortress Maximus because he was the biggest Transformer Autobot that existed, and I wanted him for the collection, and I would have never tried to buy him over Evil Bay or anything like that. So I was glad that I found him. Always wanted him. Wanted to share the good times with all of you. I just couldn't believe it. It's just completely awesome. So happy that I found it, and it's just an awesome highlight to the vacation. So I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. And until next time, happy toy hunting, good journey, and be well.